Now, Representative Pena, about a week or so back, you gave an interview in which you talked about values. You made a very strong case that the Democratic Party had really left behind the values of the Hispanic community. Can you elaborate on that a little bit and tell us how much that influenced your decision to switch parties today?
It's something I think about every day. It's something I thought about every day when I was a Democrat. Look, I'm pro Second Amendment, and I have an A+ rating. I've had an A+ for as long as I can remember. And my former party is not very friendly to that position. It's about defending the Constitution. Now the Supreme Court has come out with it. They can't say, no, that's not in the Constitution. It's in the Constitution. And that was very frustrating for me, being repeatedly called a Republican. And because I take certain stands on issues, they can do that, but I choose which primary I run in. And so it was just kind of, as they would say, a hostile work environment. When it came to the issue of the sanctity of life, I support the rights of the unborn. And in my community, we are very religious people. And most Catholics believe, as I do, that you need to protect the rights of the unborn. Well, there's not just a tolerance, it's a hostility towards that position. And then when it comes to protecting the rights of small business owners, it's not something I want to stand for. So I feel more comfortable with my friends over here.
So, as a state legislator, looking at the Obamacare ruling that came down yesterday, how do you see that now from a Texas point of view and from a Texas Republican point of view?
Well, I always saw that question that was ruled on as a question of civil liberties. No government can find me guilty simply for choosing not to do something. And it always bothered me, and it was always very apparent, not only as a lawyer, but just as a person who can know right and wrong. So I'm glad the court came down that way, and I think that's going to be upheld.
Do you think your party switch heralds change for the Rio Grande Valley?
Yes.
How so?
It's already happening. Look, Corpus was a solidly Democratic area. It's now all Republican. After redistricting, it's going to become even more so. You'll see Cameron County probably over the next 10 years become Republican. And then if I can have any impact where I live in Hidalgo County, I think it'll change.
All right. Thanks. Anything else to say?
No, thank you for doing what you do. I follow you all the time.
Thank you.